So I think I did it wrong. I wrote my approach was to write like in a cave, essentially. And I finished my book in 4 to 5 years, and I walked out of my office like Moses with commandments, and I was, like, all right, everybody, stop what you're doing, and I mean everybody in the world, and let's. I'll take a moment and read this. And it was terrible. It was not. It wasn't a good. It wasn't a. It was a hopeful book, I think. A hope unrealized book. And then I did the same thing for the next two. I really didn't tell anyone I was writing. I didn't write anything other than those books, and so I didn't work on short stories, or I didn't write columns or anything else, and I kept it all to myself. I think that's the wrong approach, but I think it was the right approach for me. I learned a lot that way, and I learned a lot about myself and keeping my ego in check, and some other stuff that became really important. It's also the thing about trying to get published is it's a road just filled with rejection. And I didn't tell anyone I was writing because I didn't want people to ask me, what are you working on and how's it going? And I would say, oh, I got 13 rejections yesterday. And eventually people start to see you as that. And I didn't need that. I was already trying not to see myself that way. That said, I think it's much more important to network. I think there's a writer now named KJ Howe, whose book is coming out early next year, and it's her debut novel, and she was the chairman, I think, of the International Thriller Writers Thriller Fest conference. I'd always thought everybody who works for ITW is a writer. I always thought she was a published writer. I just hadn't read yet. And I was surprised to find that she had done that much work before being published, and just as an aspiring writer. That's great. I kind of wish I'd done that, because those connections are going to be really important later on. And if you're just starting out as a writer, then you're just starting out in a genre. And it's important to meet other writers in that genre so you understand the parameters of the field and what's acceptable if you're writing romance or crime fiction or historical fiction. There's different parameters that everybody has to follow, and it's important to be aware of those. Networking is a terrific way to do that.